I wanted to just thank everybody for coming. I'm so excited to see all of our friends, to see our beautiful, diverse community. And I just wanted to mention a little bit, people, when they say Abraham's Walk, they're not sure if we're talking about Abraham Lincoln or Abraham of Genesis. We could be talking about Abraham Lincoln, I guess, too. But anyway, known as a friend, Abraham walked from his hometown to a new land. He was well known for his hospitality and friendship. He is a revered figure, as many of you know, in Judaism, in Christianity, in Islam, and he's still remembered for his legendary welcome and his kindness to strangers. I like to think of us as living in the spirit of Abraham, at least for today. The idea for an Abraham's Walk, it came to me just after the election, which I'm sure some of you heard some of these same stories. But I heard from several of my students at the time how they had been harassed because of their race, because of their ethnicity, because of their sexual identity. And I was really shocked right here in Iowa City. We have so many wonderful, diverse groups of people here, and for the vast majority, this is not an issue. However, some have come to fear something within our environment, as we've all seen a recent increase in hate crimes, in racial and sexual harassment, even though for the most part, I know Iowans are all, for the most part, accepting, caring people. So we decided that while the warmth and the messages of peace after the holidays were still with us, as we've been focused on the MLK work and legacies, this event would continue some of these spirits and values as we would manifest our colorful and diverse and accepting community, our equal humanity, our basic decency, our compassion, empathy, willingness to help when any of us faces dangers in everyday situations. Today we have, as you can see just from this beginning, representatives of several faiths from around town, several ethnic groups, and community organizations, all who have come as a show of solidarity and respect for the people of this community. As we walk from one location to the next, and if you need a ride, we'll try to make sure you can have the ride that you need. But mostly we're trying to walk like pilgrims from place to place. It's just a short 3-mile route. Participants can be talking to, can be learning from, sharing thoughts, and when we get there, we'll be sharing food and more music and more stories with other members of our colorful and diverse community. At each of the 5 stops, our hosts will offer hospitality by providing refreshments and present a brief talk from their tradition or experience as it relates to justice, peace, and tolerance. Myself, I come from Physicians for Social Responsibility, and I teach in global health. I forgot to introduce myself. Maureen, many of you have heard from me all weekend. But I don't know all of you, so I'm hoping to meet more of you as the day goes on. Walking together, we'll be moving like a wave from one safe harbor to another in a modern version of Abraham's legendary journey. And we'll be taking these steps to protect, to heal, to strengthen our community. The walk will underscore our unified quest for a safe and supportive community. And despite any differences between us, we will remain positive and caring and stronger together. And this will be a beautiful community and a lovely day. And thank you all again for coming.
Thank you, Vicki, for organizing it.
And I suppose if anybody wants to add anything, if I left anything important now would be the time. Yes, ma'am. You have to talk loud, I've been told. And close.
Actually, I have a song about peace. Here in Iowa, we live together. In Iowa, I have a home. I have friends. We go to school. We go together. In Iowa, I have my friends. We laugh for joy. We laugh together. In Iowa, I have my people. We live in peace. We live in love. We live forever. This is my song.
I'm Ed Flaherty with Veterans for Peace. Just a short thought. And somebody famous, I don't remember who, said that war is a result of simply a lack of imagination. So I think if we use our imagination and imagine how better a people we would be if we swore off war, and how many things we could do with all of the financial capital that we poured into the Pentagon. And peace is not going to fall from heaven like manna. We're going to have to work like hell on it. So thank you, Maureen, for organizing this. And let's all use our imagination. We'll need it in these next 4 years.
Another very familiar face around town.
Hello, I work with Peace, Iowa. We have a table over here. And I thought the best way to tell you what our goals are would be to read a statement which we developed in our endorsement for the Women's March yesterday. The Peace Education and Action Center of Eastern Iowa is a grassroots organization that promotes peace through education and action. We're concerned about guarding human rights for immigrants, refugees, people of color, practitioners of all faiths, LGBTQ people, and other marginalized groups. We promote the use of government resources to further the welfare of our citizens rather than endless war abroad and militarization of our areas at home. We believe that peace at home requires the adoption of common sense gun regulations to address the gun violence epidemic. Freedom of speech, press, and protest, as well as community organizing, are all vital to these aims.
I'm looking at the clock, and I see David from Hillel House is here. And so what we need to do is quickly clean up out here and move on to the Hillel House, where we have what do you call it, a celebration and a welcome to be done up there. So you're dismissed. Thank you all.